What's up, everybody? It's me, Avatar, also known as Toby, and I'm here with another video. This is a talk video that I'm going to be having today, and I'm just going to, just be talking about a story about a guy at my school a long time ago who started a big food fight that actually caused, literal damage. So yeah, if you guys would like to, if you guys like these stories, hit the like button and let's get into it. I'm not gonna ask for too much. And also, wait, one last thing before I enter the video and start talking about the thing. If you guys would like to see my face cam when I'm talking, that's perfectly fine. I have nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying we can do that. And yeah, let's get down into it. So this happened in like 5th grade. So just put this in perspective. I'm in 8th grade right now. I know I don't sound like it, but I'm in 8th grade. Okay, so we're sitting in lunch in 5th grade. I can't really exactly remember who I was sitting next to. I think it was probably Jacob. He was one of my good friends in elementary school that I hung out with. But it was probably Jacob. And Jacob and me are just talking. And there's this kid at my table. And everyone knew this kid because he was nicknamed Fearless at our school. Because he would do the craziest stuff for like a nickel. He literally coughed up a quarter one time for a nickel. He coughed up, so like he put a quarter in his mouth and then coughed it out by like gagging himself, like punching himself in the stomach so that it would gag it out of himself. Yeah, not even kidding. He did that. So this kid would like do anything for money. So, so everyone knew that this kid was crazy, and this kid gets handed a bologna sandwich. Not bologna sandwich. Okay, I know that sounds like, oh, bologna sandwich got thrown in there. Yeah, that wasn't actually real. What actually happened was he just handed him a sandwich, and he said, well, $1 says you won't hurl this thing across the lunchroom. And this kid was not afraid to hurl this thing across the classroom. So no shit, Sherlock. He throws this thing, and it whacks this girl in the back of the head, like right in the back of the head, like just solid boom, like a whack. Like as much as you imagine, like a sandwich probably wouldn't hurt someone, and I bet it didn't hurt her. But it definitely was like, it definitely alarmed her. And because of that, she gets up and just throws her bean canister at her. Well, beans are messy. So they weren't green beans. They were like literal beans. Green, like not green beans. They were like brown, normal fucking beans, like Mexican beans. Like, just beans, you know what I'm trying to say? And she hurls these beans at this kid and misses and hits this kid who was not rich. Like, it wasn't the rich kid, but he was like pulling up to school in a Tesla while like the rest of the kids are pulling up in their 2003 Honda Civics. Yeah, he already had like the Cybertruck in 4th grade. Like you already knew, like he had a bit more money than the other kids. But nonetheless, doesn't matter about the money. But we're not all fancy like this. You know what I mean? They're fancy. So he finds this like the grossest thing you could do. Like, oh my God, he spilled beans on my Balenciaga. Beans in Balenciaga. Like I don't know. This kid was just, like it's the rich kid. So everyone now is pissed off that this kid started this because he gets his dollar immediately. He was like, yeah, that's sick. And he gave him the dollar. And now there's a whole full-fledged food fight happening. Everyone's throwing their food. The lunch ladies aren't calming it down. There was 2. Yeah, they looked like they were linebackers for the NFL, but these lunch ladies just couldn't take on 750 kids. Okay, so we're sitting there and we're having like the World War II epitome of a food fight, and it causes us to, like get a bit too out of hand. Because, when you start a food fight, it's like, oh, I whacked you, blah, 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 and then they stop pretty quickly. But when you have a whole entire school of 5th graders, I mean, it wasn't 700 kids. There was like 700 kids in my whole entire school. But 5th grade had the most population, so let's see. It was probably about 150 kids in that lunchroom. And this was before COVID and stuff like that hit. So it wasn't anything like that. So we're just sitting there, and out of nowhere, Like, it escalates bad because a teacher comes in, and I'll never forget her name. Her name was Miss Whitaker. Okay, and she wasn't a teacher, she was like a aide. She was like the duty outside, and she comes in, and she was scary. I mean, she's a very nice person. If Miss Whitaker, I bet money you're not watching this, but if you are, hi. But Miss Whitaker, she was very nice, but she could put you in check. So when we saw her enter the lunchroom, we were like, whoa, this is about to start getting bad. And lo and behold, as if Jesus himself hurled it like a dodgeball, we just see Miss Whitaker get whacked. Like, I mean, like she walked in. Like, have you ever seen like an NFL game where they're playing and like somebody catches the ball and the linebacker just lays them out? Like, that's kind of what it was like. Like, she like came out, she was like, stop, boom, and then got whacked upside the head with, I joke you not, a garbage can. A garbage can, yeah. She got whacked with a garbage can. This kid threw a whole ass full garbage can. I mean, not full, my bad. It's over exaggerated. And by the way, my bad, not garbage can. It was the lunch tray thing. Like, you know what I'm talking about? You guys might know, like, when you're in, like, elementary school, they use, like, lunch trays. It wasn't a garbage can, my bad. But it was a lunch tray thing, and it was, like, full because 5th grade's the last group that goes out. So first, second, third, fourth, kindergarten, first, second, third, and fourth had all stacked all their trays in this big bucket. And boom, like it whacks Miss Whitaker right upside the face. And she falls over because it's heavy. I mean, sure, like a tray isn't even a pound, but you stack 800 of them and it gets heavy. And, you know, it just happens like that. And she gets whacked in the face. I mean, eventually, right after that, like, everyone was, like, stopped it. Like they, don't ask me why, but tell me if your elementary school did this as well. They would turn off the lights whenever something crazy happened. They would, like, go flick it on and off, flick it on and off, as if, like, the kid would, like, all of a sudden, like, I feel so bad if any of them had, like, bad eyes where they couldn't adjust to it and they just had a fucking seizure. Like, they would just flick, like, it wasn't like an on, off. Like, they would go flick, 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 flick. They would, like, flick it as many times as they can. Like, I feel so bad if there was someone with bad eyes and we had, like, a trip doing that. But, yeah, this happened. Miss Whitaker was all right. She had a little rash on her face for a while. And she was pretty pissed off. And, yeah, that's kind of what happened. If you guys enjoyed this story, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing, and turning on notifications. You don't have to, though. I understand. I get it. It's not, I mean, yeah, sure, it's 2 seconds out of your day. But, I mean, I get it if you don't, okay? But, see y'all later. Have a nice one. Bye.